Now, there are now more obese or overweight children in the world than underweight ones. That's according to a report out today from the UN's children's agency, UNICEF. It says 1 in 10 children globally are now living with obesity. Low and middle income countries are experiencing the steepest rise in overweight school children and adolescents. South Africa is one of the countries listed as having the biggest problems with childhood obesity, with 25% of under 5s overweight or obese. Our Africa correspondent Mayeni Jones went to meet some of those trying to turn the tide by improving child nutrition.
Teaching kids about health, one plate at a time. The school in Johannesburg has banned sweets and processed food from its campus. All the meals it serves are vegetarian, with the occasional fish dish.
So today on the menu it's khichdi, which is a mix of dal and rice with tomato chutney, halloumi and salad.
The parents of the students here have been asked only to bring fruit, vegetables and homemade food for their kids to eat.
Yeah, this food is delicious. It's great.
The school management says that despite some initial resistance, their food policy has led to helpful conversations around healthy eating.
If all schools were to emulate our intention of being thoughtful and conscious of health and what children are putting into their bodies and what food is being sold to children, like chocolates and sweets and sugary fizzy drinks, the health to the children would be served, and the conversations that would emerge from the food policy would enormously benefit the children's health.
According to the UN, rates of overweight and obese teenagers around the world have nearly tripled in the last 2 decades, and younger kids are not spared. The number of overweight children aged 5 to 9 has gone from 69 to 147 million. This growth has been blamed on the spread of convenience food, including ultra-processed goods. Poor and middle-income countries have seen the biggest surge in overweight and obese children, but there are some differences. Where in poorer countries, these kids come from wealthier families who can pay for high-calorie foods. In middle-income economies like here in South Africa, more people can afford to go to fast food restaurants, and there's been an explosion of them.
For Fanta, it says 44.
While studying food science, Siposetu noticed that healthy options were too expensive.
Yeah. And another thing is the issue of portion sizes. Even if you were to get those items, the cheaper items for students, you find that the portion sizes are too big and they are turning us into or making us into to overeat, basically.
South Africa introduced higher taxes on sugary drinks in 2018, but it hasn't stopped the growing obesity rate in children here. 22% of kids under 5 are overweight or obese, up from 13% in 2016.
That we may eat.
The UN says countries need to improve access to local, nutritious food for children and teenagers. In the meantime, it's left to individuals and institutions to try and improve the health of future generations. Mayeni Jones, BBC News, Johannesburg.